How's our guest?
He looks a lot better this morning, though the broken ribs have some mending left to do. He was still sleeping when I left.
What's the plan?
Hunt had slept terribly last night, every sound sending him lurching from sleep. Bryce, of course, appeared as beautiful as ever.
Ethan can stay as long as he wants. I'm not turning him over to Sabine.
Glad to hear it.
Ethan spoke up from behind her, and even Hunt started. The male had crept up with preternatural silence. He did look better. Blood still crusted Holstrom's short golden brown hair, but the swelling around his eyes had vanished, leaving only a few purple streaks. Most of the cuts were healed, except the thick slash across his brow. That'd take another day or two. Ethan pointed past Hunt.
Is that coffee?
Hunt busied himself with pouring 3 cups, passing one to Quinlan first.
A drop of coffee and a cup of milk, just as you like it.
Asshole.
She swiped the mug.
I don't know how you drink it straight.
Because I'm a grown-up.
Hunt passed the second mug to Ethan, whose large hands engulfed the white ceramic cup that said, "I survived class of 15,032 senior week, and all I got was this stupid mug." Ethan peered at it, his mouth twitching.
I remember this mug.
Hunt fell silent.
I'm surprised you do, given how drunk you were, even though you were a sweet baby frosh.
There was a hint of the handsome, cocky male Hunt had heard about.
You and Danica had me doing keg stands at 10 in the morning. How was I supposed to stay sober?
The wolf sipped from his coffee.
My last memory from that day is of you and Danica passed out drunk on a couch you moved right in the middle of the quad.
And why was that your last memory?
Because I passed out next to you.
Bryce smiled, and damn if it didn't do something to Hunt's heart. A smile of pain and joy and loss and longing and hope. She peered at the clock.
I need to get into the shower. I'll be late for work.
With a swish of her hips, she padded down the hallway. Syrinx scratched at Hunt's calf.
Absolutely not. You had one breakfast already.
Probably 2, if Bryce had fed him before going to meet her parents. Syrinx flopped down beside his steel bowl and let out a whine. Hunt tried to ignore him. He found Ethan watching him carefully.
What?
Ethan only sipped from his mug again.
Nothing.
Hunt gulped a mouthful of coffee, glanced down the hall to make sure Bryce was indeed in her room.
Allow me to repeat what I said to you last night. You bring trouble in here, to Bryce, and I will f***ing gut you.
Ethan's mouth twitched upward.
I'm shaking, Athalar.
Hunt didn't smile back.
Are you suddenly cool with her because she's a princess? Because of the horn and the starborn shit?
Ethan's nose crinkled with the beginnings of a snarl.
I don't care about any of that.
Then why the did you bother to defend her in that article? You had to know there'd be consequences with Sabine. You practically called Sabine out.
Danica showed up for her. My brother and the rest of the pack of devils showed up for her this spring. If they're not holding a grudge, then how can I?
So you needed permission from your dead brother to be nice to her?
Ethan's snarl rattled the cabinets.
Bryce was my best friend, you know. She had Danica, yeah, but I only had her. You've known Bryce for what, a few months? We were friends for 5 years. So don't f***ing talk about me, my brother, or her as if you know anything about us. You don't know shit, Umbra Mortis.
I know you were a dick to her for 2 years. I watched you stand by while Amelie Ravenscroft tormented her. Grow the f*** up.
Ethan bared his teeth. Hunt bared his own right back. Syrinx hopped to his feet, demanding more food.
Fine.
Hunt reached for the Chimera's container of kibble. Ethan's eyes burned him like a brand. Hunt had seen that same take-no-shit face during televised Sunball games.
Connor was in love with her for those 5 years, you know.
The wolf headed over to the couch and plopped onto the cushions.
5 years, and by the end of it, he'd only managed to get her to agree to go on a date with him.
Hunt kept his face unreadable as Syrinx devoured his second, potentially third, breakfast.
So?
Ethan turned on the morning news before propping his feet on the coffee table and interlacing his hands behind his head.
You're at month 5, bro. Good luck to you.